Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What a privilege and always an honor to participate in this ceremony, the promotions within the department. I always begin with acknowledging the leadership of our Chief, Patrick Trenacross. When I say I acknowledge his leadership, it is not just the title, but his actions, his constant advocacy on behalf of the department, fighting not just for promotions, but to ensure that this department will always have the equipment, the resources, including the individuals to support one another in those most trying moments when our city faces crisis, or sometimes in those moments that we perhaps don't perceive as emergencies, whether it's responding to an alarm or responding to a child that is missing that can become a huge emergency. His advocacy has directly resulted in the lives that have been saved in our city, and the work of each and every firefighter has made our city greater. What can I say about promotions? You know, I've often shared the history of firefighters in our nation. In fact, ancient beginnings, from the times of Egypt, we had firefighters. I have spoken about the significance for our city, what it means, the sacrifice of firefighters in those most difficult moments when they're responding to a fire and they put their own lives aside to save others. But today I wanted to share something else that I was struck by when I see the future promotion of Lieutenant Goller. I pronounced that right? Goller? Thank you. I was sitting there and I was looking at your children. I was looking at your family. I saw the selfie I believe your wife was trying to take with your daughter, the beautiful picture, and this hit me. Why promotions? Why are they important? Of course, it is an acknowledgement of the hard work, the commitment, the many years of service. It is an acknowledgement that you chose a field that sometimes you don't receive the accolades, the gratitude, or the recognition. It's often left to us, the politicians, as we cut ribbons or grab mics or take pictures, and those who are true heroes in our community are sometimes not mentioned. As I was looking at our future provisional fire captain, Jason Ayala, and your family, I was considering similar thoughts. And perhaps I would propose to you that promotions, though they cover all of these things, they are important to acknowledge all of this. They are a response to perhaps questions that haven't been articulated by your children. Why are you away? Why are you not here for this game? Why are you not here for this ceremony, this family gathering? Why are you not here? Perhaps you've often responded. Your retort has been, I am working. Allow me, if I may, with your permission, to elaborate a bit on what that means. When your family member, when your father, your spouse, your sibling, those who are here, who have children, they're firefighters, your children, when they respond, I am working, what they are saying is, I am protecting a city. I am on call, which means at any moment I have to be ready to leave everything that I'm doing, grab everything that is essentially needed to ensure that if there is a life in jeopardy, if there is a child that might not make it, I give my all to make sure that I can return that child to their parents safely. I will run into a building when it is on fire while others are escaping and seeking refuge, screaming out for help. Allow me, if I may, to tell you, your parent comes in saying, I am that help that you are screaming for. At times, they may pick up someone who cannot walk and carry them out. At other times, they may climb up a ladder and hold a hose. And beyond anything that they are able to do physically in a normal circumstance, adrenaline and that very most sacred call that compels them to keep going, they hold up the hose, they hold up the ladder, they go into a building where there is no visibility, while they are constantly cognizant of every single individual around them. Their brothers and sisters in uniform, the victims inside of the location, and those that no one even mentioned. This is what they mean when they are at work. We are found, and we share this often, when we look at those movies, Marvel, DC, I'll let you debate which one is better, and you see the superheroes respond. You'll see Superman fly out, or Batman, he gets that light in the sky and he knows he has to respond. In our city, there is no skylight with the symbol of the firefighter's shield. Their call is often an alarm or a telephone call from a resident saying, "I smell smoke." But though the call may be different, the response is so much the same of a hero. So as we promote to captain and lieutenant, I often give my speeches to everyone else. Today I give my speeches to your children, captain and lieutenant to be. I thank them for every hour, every minute, and every second that they have dedicated to this city of Passaic. I thank them not just for the days that they responded to emergencies, but the days where there were no calls and no alarms, and they were ready. They were ready and prepared because of training, because of commitment. I thank them for the days that they faced some of the worst scenarios, had the toughest situations, and no one said thank you, and they had to come home and put that aside and be dad, and be spouse, and be family member, and not share the burden, the heavy heart of what they witnessed, of what they saw, of what occurred, of what wasn't there, or what could have been. I won't go into all the depressing situations that they face. I'll just again highlight, because they are heroes here, and they are heroes at home. They are heroes in uniform and out of uniform. Not perfect. I don't know anyone who is. But they have perfectly committed themselves to this position, to this job. They swore, again I'll say, a sacred oath to serve and to honor the tradition of men and women in uniform, emergency responders, who would honor our nation, who would hold true to the principles, to those most amazing and remarkable words that we are to protect all in this nation. As they look to the flag, which was just put up behind everyone, and remember that freedom in this nation comes at a cost, and sometimes that cost is paid for by individuals in uniform who are willing to put their lives on the line. So I celebrate you. I thank you for every single moment you serve, and it is my distinct honor as mayor to be able to swear you into your respective office. Thank you to your families. Thank you to everyone here, and thank you to the chief of the department. God bless.
Firefighter's prayer. When I'm called to duty, God, whenever flames may rage, give me strength to save some life, whatever be its age. Help me embrace a little child before it's too late, or save an older person from the horror of that fate. Enable me to be alert and hear the weakest shout, and quickly and efficiently to put the fire out. I want to fill my calling and to give the best in me, to guard my every neighbor and protect this property. And if, according to my fate, I am to lose my life, please bless with your protecting hand my family, friends, and wife. Thank you, everyone.